Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Low, low, low. 694.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Monday down.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down from up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Who's right? Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
24.
On play action, now Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They pitch it out to Collins, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Carr going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Titans getting set to go. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, his 1st touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
24.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. bursts by him near the 35. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They're going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
One.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mariota. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defender.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Get down, get down.
Carr now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, Mariota again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Victor Bolden. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got him in. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. All going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 2nd down, Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air again. Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Collins. The 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down! 185! Deuce right.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They run. This is Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota now. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a first down run with Collins. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
7:34.
Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Carr now on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Alex Collins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are back within a score. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, get set, fellas.
Back to throw, Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go, Chief.
To throw his Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And it's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Carr to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should land an ending to this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Lewis very quickly finding his footing in this Titan backfield as his guys come up 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Titans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here.